Technology is really interesting as it enhances our life in so many ways, but with each of those enhancements, there's also something potentially taken away depending on how you see it. For example, our privacy is changing or is actually getting reduced almost daily.
We've never experienced a society where there are so many microphones, millions and millions of cameras everywhere you go.
We are moving our entire lives into what is known as the cloud. We are headed into this direction where, with a stroke of a key, you can figure out anything you want about a person.
As technology continues to advance at an ever-increasing rate, we gain greater access to information both from and about each other, becoming interconnected unlike any other time in our history. There are those who believe that this evolution of technology is not entirely of our own making, but that we have been guided by visitors that first came to Earth thousands of years ago.
From the perspective that I look at it all is that a long time ago, extraterrestrials provided the basic tools, the basic knowledge, with the idea that ultimately we would turn or become the society that we are today. So, is it possible that we are still being observed? And the answer is a resounding yes.
Ancient astronaut theorists contend that it is by extraterrestrial design that we have become so technologically interconnected, and that we are being watched not only by agencies of the government, but by beings from beyond our world. They also claim that they set us on this course in the ancient past, and that we can find evidence of their existence in the stories of a group of ancient aliens known as the Watchers. In the 4th chapter of the Hebrew Bible's Book of Daniel, the Watchers are described as a group of divine overseers, later associated with angels.
The Watchers are essentially messengers, and so this is why many scholars understand the Watchers to be a class of angels, since angels were understood to be messengers in the Bible. They're tasked with managing the earth and watching over humans. And some of these are said to be good watchers. They do their jobs dutifully. And others are said to be bad watchers.
It is said about the Watchers that nothing happens on earth that is not ordained by their hand and executed by their agents. Who are they? What are they? Well, Daniel doesn't necessarily go into greater detail, but there were numerous other texts that teach more about that which is recorded in the biblical books. One of the most famous, of course, is the Book of Enoch.
The Book of Enoch, containing the first-hand account of the great-grandfather of Noah, was stricken from the Bible's Old Testament at the Council of Laodicea in the 4th century AD. In the 3rd book of this apocryphal text, Enoch says an angel, known as a watcher, took him aboard a fiery chariot that ascended to heaven.
Enoch is brought up into outer space, into heaven. It's fascinatingly detailed, and the reports of crystal walls with light coming out of them and crystal rooms sounds like someone with primitive language skills trying to explain going into a super high fidelity science fiction reality.
In many ways, when you read the Book of Enoch, he is an abductee by extraterrestrials. And they're taking him into a spaceship, they're showing him the earth, they're giving him special instructions.
The Book of Enoch also states that 200 watchers descended to Earth to oversee humankind and aid in our advancement.
The Watchers were said to have taught mankind many different arts and sciences that had previously only been known to the angels of heaven. And these included astronomy, metrology, the use of weapons.
Enoch is talking about flesh and blood beings who came, saw potential for mankind, and imparted knowledge. Those are who the Watchers were.